Life beyond 57 is an extraordinary chapter, a phase where the unnecessary begins to fade and clarity takes its rightful place. This isn't a time of slowing down, but a time of evolving, reflecting, and choosing what truly matters. Many of the things we once pursued or worried about lose their significance, opening the way to a life filled with authenticity, joy, and purpose. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why you keep doing things that no longer serve you? Or why you hold on to habits and routines that drain your energy instead of fueling your spirit? The truth is, after 57, many of these practices simply don't make sense anymore. Join us as we uncover the 9 things that no longer hold value after 57, and how releasing them can open the door to a more fulfilling life. Before we dive in, if you find this topic as exciting as I do, consider giving this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on future videos that inspire, uplift, and empower. Now, let's begin. 1. Seeking approval from others. Remember the countless times you altered your decisions to fit someone else's expectations? Maybe you avoided certain paths or molded yourself to meet societal norms. After 57, it becomes crystal clear. Other people's approval is a fleeting and unnecessary pursuit. Living for the opinions of others is like trying to capture the wind. It's an endless chase that never truly satisfies. By now, you've likely realized that your worth isn't tied to what others think of you. Instead, it's about how you see yourself and how closely you align with your own values. The beauty of this realization is the freedom it brings. Imagine waking up each day with the confidence to be unapologetically yourself. You're no longer burdened by the need to impress. Now, you're living for you. Actionable tip. The next time you're faced with a decision, ask yourself, am I doing this for me or to please someone else? If it's not for you, reconsider. 2. Overloading your calendar. Have you noticed how our society glorifies being busy? For years, you might have thought a packed schedule was a sign of success or importance. But does having a crowded calendar really lead to happiness? After 57, you begin to see that constant busyness is often just a distraction from what truly matters. This phase of life calls for intentionality. Instead of saying yes to every invitation or obligation, pause and ask yourself, does this bring me joy or fulfillment? When you prioritize what nourishes your soul, your days become richer, not busier. Think about it. Time is your most precious resource. Why not spend it on things that make your heart sing? Whether it's a quiet morning walk, a coffee date with a dear friend, or simply reading a good book, every moment you choose intentionally becomes a celebration of life. Challenge. This week, say no to one thing that feels like an obligation and replace it with something that truly lights you up. 3. Holding on to clutter. Have you ever opened a drawer or closet and felt overwhelmed by the sheer amount of stuff? Clutter, whether physical or emotional, has a way of creeping into our lives and weighing us down. At this point in life, the clutter you once overlooked might now feel suffocating. This isn't just about tidying up. It's about creating space for what truly matters. Every item you keep should serve a purpose or bring you joy. If it doesn't, why hold on to it? Imagine walking into your home and feeling a sense of peace and openness. When you let go of the things that no longer serve you, you make room for clarity and ease. Quick tip. Start small. Pick one area, a single drawer or shelf, and declutter it. You'll be amazed at how even a small change can lighten your mental and emotional load. 4. Saying yes to everything. Have you ever agreed to something, even though your heart was screaming, no? Maybe you wanted to avoid disappointing someone or feared being judged. But here's the truth. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your values or desires, you're saying no to yourself. After 57, it's time to embrace the power of no. This isn't about being selfish. It's about honoring your time, energy, and well-being. Saying no allows you to focus on the things that truly matter to you. Pro tip. Practice saying no with kindness. For example, thank you for thinking of me, but I need to pass this time. It's a simple way to set boundaries without guilt. Reflection. Think about one recent commitment you made that you wish you hadn't. How might things have been different if you'd said no? 5. Chasing perfection. Perfection is a myth, a moving target that can never truly be achieved. Yet many of us spend years trying to reach it. Whether it's in our appearance, our homes, or our accomplishments, the pursuit of perfection often leads to frustration and self-doubt. By 57, you've likely come to see that life's imperfections are what make it beautiful. Each wrinkle, each scar, each so-called flaw tells a story of resilience and growth. Instead of chasing an unattainable ideal, embrace the beauty of what is. Midpoint call to action. Are you enjoying this journey of rediscovery? If so, don't forget to like this video and share it with a friend who could use a little inspiration. Let's build a community of wisdom and support. 6. Comparing yourself to others. Do you find yourself looking at someone else's life and feeling a pang of envy? Maybe it's their career, their home, or their health. Comparing yourself to others is a habit that steals joy and fosters self-doubt. After 57, it's time to break free from this trap. Your journey is uniquely yours, shaped by your choices, experiences, and values. No two lives are the same, and that's a beautiful thing. Gratitude exercise. Whenever you catch yourself comparing, pause and list 3 things you're grateful for in your own life. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to envy. 7. Holding grudges. Carrying a grudge is like holding on to a hot coal. It hurts you far more than the person it's aimed at. Resentment takes up mental and emotional space that could be used for joy, peace, and growth. Forgiveness isn't about excusing bad behavior, it's about freeing yourself from the weight of anger and hurt. Letting go of grudges is one of the most liberating things you can do for your mental and emotional health. Reflection. Think of one grudge you've been holding on to. What would it feel like to let it go? Imagine the peace and lightness that could replace the bitterness. 8. Ignoring your own needs. For years, you might have put everyone else's needs before your own. Whether it was for family, work, or social obligations, you likely sidelined your own desires in the process. But now it's your time to prioritize you. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. It's about recognizing your worth and honoring your needs, whether that means taking a long walk, pursuing a hobby, or simply taking time to rest. Reminder, you've spent decades taking care of others. Now it's time to extend that same care to yourself. 9. Fear of change. Change can be intimidating, especially when it feels like the ground beneath you is shifting. But after 57, you've gathered enough wisdom to know that change is also an opportunity for growth. Instead of fearing the unknown, approach it with curiosity and an open heart. Each change, no matter how small, holds the potential for discovery and transformation. Pro tip: start small. Take one new step, try a new hobby, connect with someone new, or explore a place you've never been. Change often begins with a single step. Life after 57 is an invitation to live authentically, joyfully, and purposefully. By letting go of these 9 things, you create space for a life filled with meaning and fulfillment. Which of these 9 things resonates most with you? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Together, let's embrace the wisdom and beauty of this stage of life.